Welcome to Peter King's Training Camp Tour, presented by Die Hard Batteries and Advance Auto Parts. Peter King of NBC Sports here at Bills Camp in Pittsford, New York, with a guy who I have to admit I'm a little bit shocked to see in a Bills uniform. Is it still a little bit strange to you to be a Buffalo Bill?
Yes, it's a little strange, but I think I get used to it pretty fast. Just take it one day at a time. We got great fans here. We got a great team. The past 9 months have been crazy. Started in Denver. This time last year we were in Denver. Then you get traded, you go to the Rams, lose 3 games straight, and we end up winning a Super Bowl. Then I come to the Bills. It's been crazy, but it's been fun, and I feel blessed.
Did you really think the night you won the Super Bowl that you would continue with the Rams?
Yeah, I thought I was going to be a Ram, all the way up until I wasn't, and it's just the weird way that things go. I went to the ring ceremony, and I still got so much love for all of those guys: Coach McVay, Aaron Donald, Reggie Scott, all of those guys. Mark in the training room, Berg in the equipment room. I really built up a love for all of those guys, man, and it'll always be love for all those guys.
What was that experience like now that you've had a little bit of an opportunity to think about it and to put it in perspective?
Free agency is crazy. You got to make, life-changing decisions, career-changing decisions in, 2 hours. And
is that what happened here?
Yeah, it was fast. I loved all those guys, but at the end of the day, you got to try to put it to the side. I still, when I was at the ring ceremony, I still couldn't put it into words. It's so hard. It's so hard to let go of LA. It's so hard to let go of Coach McVay, Les Snead, and especially Aaron Donald. Man, he's a great player, and it's it's every time I think about it, man, I get sad thinking about not playing with him anymore.
When you look back at the Super Bowl, I mean, that's one of the best games you've had in a long time. What was that game like for you?
I don't know. I just feel like I've always felt like whenever you're playing for something greater, you get the most out of yourself. We was playing for a lot. Trying to get Aaron Donald, his first Super Bowl. That's the only thing that has been evasive for him. He's the best defensive player I've ever played with. Got so much respect for that guy. And, when you're playing for your teammates, when you're playing in L.A., in the Super Bowl, you're playing for the city of L.A., and, Coach McVay, he gets the most out of his players, man. And, we just playing for everybody that game, and it was fortunate we were able to pull it off.
What sold you on the Bills?
I think this fan base, we got a really good quarterback here. I had a really good quarterback in LA as well. Josh Allen's a great quarterback. I talked to him on the phone before, and I think I could just feel his sincerity, on the phone. I've always been a fan of the Bills. I always felt like they had a great defense. This offense has been great, over the last couple of years, and I just felt like I was just the missing piece to get us over the top. Coach McDermott is a great coach. Coach Washington and Coach Leslie Frazier, all of those guys. Talking to all those guys, man, it kind of just put me over the top. Brandon Beane is a great GM too. I really relate to him, and just coming here and being able to feel everything, and this team missing out on 4 Super Bowls, and I think they're just ready to explode with one. So I just wanted to be that missing piece to put these guys over the top, and that's why I came.
2 other things. I wonder, I was at Raiders camp and I saw Chandler Jones, and you two remind me a little bit of each other because you're older players, but you're both being counted on to be premier players right now. How much do you think you can play? Do you think you can play 70, 80% of the snaps if you have to? Do you think you should play less to be spotted a little bit?
I don't know. It's still early. But, my whole entire career, I've always tried to play as much as possible. I feel like to be able to make plays, you got to be on the field. And I don't want to miss that game-changing play being on the sideline. So, I'm going to play as much as I can, without putting too much strain on my body. And of course, I'm listening to the coaches and the GMs and everybody that I trust here. But I want to play as much as possible. I want to be on the field to make those plays, to get this team over the top.
Have you talked much to either Leslie Frazier or to Sean about it?
It's the first day of training camp. It's the first day of training camp. No, we haven't got that far yet. But
yeah.
I feel good, and if God says the same, whatever I can do, I'm gonna put it out there.
Last thing. You're in a place now where the fans are out of their minds. I mean, have you had any interesting experiences playing in Buffalo before?
I haven't won here before.
Wow.
You know, I've played in hot games here in Buffalo, and I played in 2 cold games, but none of them we were able to win because it's a very tough place to play. And it'll be interesting to have that on my side now with a lead from Josh Allen and, you know, a pass rusher. That's what they dream of, having a big lead and being able to get up the quarterbacks with this environment and this atmosphere and the cold and all that stuff. So, you know, hopefully all that stuff will be on my side come this fall.
Von Miller, best of luck. Really
Thank you. I
appreciate
appreciate you guys.
For NBC in Pittsford, New York, I'm Peter King.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.